Welcome friends, thanks so much for joining me today. My name's Tracy, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Central Victoria, Australia. I'm so happy to have you here today. Today we are making this gorgeous little treat container. It's a sweet little treat. Inside holds a little packet of mini Skittles. Now let me just open that up. Summertime here in Australia for Christmas, so I have to go with some lollies instead of some chocolates, but these work perfectly inside this little treat container. Using some really great products from the Stampin' Up! Holiday catalogue. So let's bring in those products that we'll be using and we'll get started. The stamp set is the Cup of Christmas, and we're not using the dies, and we're just using this for the gorgeous little sentiment here. I'm also using the Night Before Christmas Designer Series paper. This is a 6x6 pack. Some really beautiful designs inside, and I've gone with these letters. The ribbon is the Cherry Cobbler diagonal stripe ribbon, and I love this ribbon. It ties a beautiful little bow on top there. Inks, we have Crushed Curry. I have, for the little tag here, the 1 3/4 inch circle punch and the 1 1/2 inch circle punch. This is my kit to make this little project. So the box is actually made with Mossy Meadow cardstock. We also have a piece of Crushed Curry for our little tag here and a piece of Whisper White. Now I've just used scraps. You just need enough to be able to punch out the 1 3/4 in the Crushed Curry and enough Whisper White for the 1 1/2 inch circle. And then we also have this Night Before Christmas Designer Series paper. Now all the measurements and supplies can be found over my blog. There is a link to that blog post in the description of this video. There's also a link to my online store. If you live in Australia and you would like to purchase any supplies to make this project or to make any card or project that you're wanting to make, you can do so in my online store. Pop in the hostess code. Now there's some great benefits for shopping through me. You'll earn Inky rewards for every $50 you spend, which will go towards a free item later on. You also get a bundle tutorial. There's usually over 50 every single month, and that will be emailed to you. There are colour photos, instructions, measurements, and all the directions. Distractions. I don't think that's the right word, but anyway. And you'll also receive a free, whether it be a project or a card from me as well, which I'll send out to you. So let's get started. We are working with just the Mossy Meadow card base, and I also have my new trimmer here. Love the new trimmer. And so all the measurements can be found over my blog, but I'll just quickly tell you as well. It's 8 1/4 by 4 1/2. Now on the 4 1/2 inch side, we are going to score at 3/4 of an inch on either side. So let's quickly do that. And this new trimmer works perfectly. There we go. Now on the 8 1/4 inch side, we're going to score at 3/4. So I'm going to do it on this side, on the right hand side. And then I'm going to flip it over. The 3/4 of an inch is so much easier to score on the right hand side. So we have 3/4 of an inch. We're going to go 3 3/4 of an inch. Four 1/2 inches. And 7 1/2 inches. And that creates that little box template there. Let's fold and burnish on all those score lines. This is a very quick and easy project to make. But it's a great one to give just as a little thank you to someone who's been good to you all year. Just to let them know that you're thinking of them at Christmas time. Okay, so we've got all those scored. I'm going to bring my paper snips in, and we're going to score up all these score lines on each side. So I'm also going to take a notch out on our tabs. So each of the tabs. turning to the other side. Turning to the other side and doing the exact same on the opposite side. So that gives us this template. So I'm going to turn it over to the right side up. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on all those tabs. So I'm going to just start with the two ends first. So both ends on either side. Let's just start popping that together. So we're going to bring the tab in and lining up those two edges. Now the Tombow glue works really well on boxes. You do need to hold it for just a few seconds to make sure it has a good hold on itself. Okay, so our middle tab, I'm going to work out what side so I'm going to pop some glue on these middle tabs and attach it to the base of the box. Let's fold that in. No, the bottom is our base. Obviously. And I even fold just the lid backwards a little bit, just makes it easier. All goes together perfectly. So one thing you can do is you can pop a punched piece in there. Like if I grab, let's grab my 1/2 inch, lining it in the center, and then that gives me that little finger hole to open it up a little bit easier. A little fun bag of Skittles can go inside. This has enough room for a little note, a little card maybe. That would be sweet as well. Let's bring in our extra pieces so we can glue down our Designer Series paper. Now the Designer Series paper measures 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. Which gives us a nice little border around our box. So sweet. So our Whisper White, we're going to just stamp that sentiment with the crushed curry. And it says, "Sweet Christmas wishes." Using the 1.5 inch circle punch to punch that one out. And the 1 3/4 inch circle in the crushed curry. Now these two are just going to be glued together, but I'm going to pop the crushed curry piece up with a couple of dimensionals. I'm actually going to stick 3 on in a bit of a triangle, just so there's nice support there. So popping that down. bringing that gorgeous cherry cobbler diagonal ribbon in. I'm just going to create a nice little bow. I want it to be quite small. Okay. So I'm going to just cut those tails off as well. Popping my pin in straight away because I find that I lose my pins if I don't. So to pop this on, we're going to use a glue dot. I find adhering ribbons down, glue dots are just the best to use. I'm just popping that on, lifting it up. Okay. I'm just popping them on top. Looks like a little bow tie on top of a girl's head, doesn't it? There we have a quick and simple treat holder that anyone would love to receive. It's just such a small little gift that is so thoughtful. It's really sweet, and I think anyone would really enjoy receiving something like this. If you've enjoyed today's tutorial, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. Don't forget to head over to my blog and you can see all the measurements and supplies with extra photos and all the information there. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.